Today is a content day. I found that it's a lot easier to dedicate one day a week or multiple days a week to creating content instead of just doing something every day. Definitely feel like there are days that I'm motivated to do content, and then there are days that I just cannot. In order to be successful on social media, you definitely have to be consistent, but consistent can come in multiple forms. You really have to figure out what kind of schedule works best for you. A lot of people are surprised because I don't have a gigantic following that I am able to monetize off of my content. I will say I think that just reaching 5,000 followers on TikTok makes a huge difference. I also added UGC creator to my profile and an email for UGC content, and I found that I got a lot of brands that reach out to me through there. Creating content is such a weird process. Like, it definitely has a learning curve. Anybody starting out, just start learning how to create rather than focusing on what your niche is and what brand you're gonna do. You'll kind of start to figure out what kind of content you enjoy creating. For example, I like this vlog style content. It actually shows that this isn't really a good way to start out, but I enjoy it, and I feel like it's a way for people to actually get to know me and bring them into my day-to-day life. This isn't my only job, so I'm not relying on it for income, and at the end of the day, I still want to have fun with my content creation. So while vlogs have not allowed me to really monetize, I've learned so many editing techniques and video techniques just off of creating the content that I enjoy, which is vlogs. And then I'm able to use that when I create brand content. This is Kona. So today I have some content to do for Arm & Hammer. The reason why they were a good fit for me is because a lot of my content is home focused. So I'm doing cleaning and laundry, and I'm making my bed, as you saw in the beginning of this video. When I started content in my home, I wasn't thinking that that was going to be my niche, and I wasn't thinking of which brands would like that kind of content. At the end of the day, I was actually just trying to be consistent, and that kind of content is stuff that I do every day, so it was easy for me to keep up with. I love traveling, and I've done a lot of travel content, but that's not really sustainable for my schedule because I can't travel every single day. I have a 9-to-5 job. What I can do every day is things around my house. My advice to anybody starting out is to just figure out what you can do consistently that you can enjoy, not to focus on how to monetize right off the bat. I've also found that brands like for you to have an Amazon storefront. I'm gonna be honest, I have not made that much money on Amazon storefront. People act like you're just gonna make a ton of money, everybody's gonna use your links, and while I have had people purchase through my links, you literally make cents off of each purchase. Do I think that the effort is worth the reward? Not really, but I will say there are some brands that just like to see that you have an Amazon storefront. So if you are in the early stages and wanting to kind of be a little bit more legit, I would say create an Amazon storefront. A lot of people advise you to make a UGC profile. That is super time consuming. I did it and I have one, but honestly, I don't feel like a lot of brands actually look at it. I think that your best profile is going to be the content that you create. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever platform you're using, that's really what the brands are gonna be looking for. When you're starting out, I do think it's a good exercise to build a UGC profile, have it if somebody asks for one, which has happened to me. It's so rare, but it also just challenges you to see if you actually have a diverse amount of examples to provide to somebody that show that you can make content for their brand. So when a brand reaches out to you, they're going to send you a brief, which is outlining what specific content that they are looking for, what they're priced at, or they might ask you what your price is. I can go into depth on what to kind of start out with if you're interested. And then if you agree to that, they're going to send you the products. In this case, I'm doing deep clean power packs from Arm & Hammer. And now I've started to get this process down. So what I do is print off the brief. It mentions why they're wanting this content, their content requirements. For example, like you have to say, I have partnered with blah, blah within the first 10 to 15 seconds. You have to put ad in bold letters in the top right corner. There's a lot of things that you're just gonna start to pick up on. I can also go into that in another video. The first thing I focus on is the images, and then I'll focus on the video. So they want 5 static images, 3 product images, and 2 images with me in it. Since I'm kind of starting out, I always over deliver. I'll take multiple pictures around my house. I always film or create content when there's light outside, because natural lighting is the best lighting. So here are my photos. Now we can move on to videos. They want 2 videos. The first video is a 0 to 15 second video showcasing their stain formula. They say to get creative and choose trending audio formats. I thought of using the demure trend, and here's the video.
Very demure, very mindful. I don't come to work with a green cut crease. I don't look like a clown when I go to work. I don't do too much. I'm very mindful while I'm at work. See how I look very presentable? The way I came to the interview is the way I go.
Video 2 is a little bit more traditional. They want me to focus on their odor formula. This one is going to focus on the Amazon sale that they're running. They want to highlight some key benefits, and it's just a lot more detailed in their requirements. So here's video 2. Don't miss out on this deal. Arm & Hammer's Deep Clean Power Packs are 30% off on Amazon from November 21st to December 2nd. With no drips, spills, or measuring, it works in all wash temperatures, even cold. This is a powerful detergent at a great price. It penetrates odors and dirt deep between fibers, so use this as your sign to clean deep, don't spend deep. As I mentioned, I do these content days pretty frequently throughout the week. So if you like these kind of videos, give this a thumbs up and subscribe. I know starting out, it can be really intimidating because you can be pretty good at doing content, but following a brief is a whole different story. I'd love to share some tips that I use and take you more on my content journey. Thank you for watching.